Hello and welcome to Comedy Cigars and Music. And today's cigar for review is the Montecristo White Series. Of the foot and wrapper, I am getting hay, sweet cream, baker spice and raisin. And as you can see, there is a white band which really enhances and supports the name of the White Series. It really erases all mystery. Alright, so right on to the beginning of the cigar here. We are getting butter, a woody note in there which is almost falling into a cedar. It is very creamy and there is a spice that is coming in. Kind of like maybe a chili pepper spice. It is not overwhelming, but you can really feel it as it comes in, okay? On the Retrohale, you're getting a little bit of woodiness, and that woodiness is not quite as defined as a cedar, and also some butter, okay? The finish is like it has a slight tobacco coat to it, and it is also a little bit of spice in there, and then it is also kind of just creamy and smoky, okay, kind of that flavor. And on that last observation, you might be saying to yourself, well, no doubt, genius, you're smoking a cigar. I wonder how you would get a tobacco and smoky taste, but I am just telling this to you. As they say, you are not to be shooting the messenger. The components of this cigar are an Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and the fillers are from Dominican Republic and Nicaragua. And you might not notice right away, but I will tell you, the smoke output of this cigar is excellent, of the highest order, and the drawl has been quite good. Alright, we are finishing the first third here, and the flavors have kind of gone in and out here in the first third, but for the most part I am getting wood, earth, butter and a little bit of raisin, and that raisin kind of develops as the smoke is in your mouth and as you blow the smoke out. That is where I am getting most of the raisin in there. On the Retrohale, it is earth and just a little subtle hint of leather in there, and then on the finish is still has a very smoky flavor to it, and there is leather in there as well. And the smoke, honestly, from the time I pulled the smoke in and even into the finish, very creamy smoke. I am enjoying it fairly well right now, I'll be honest with you. The smoke output, as you can possibly see, is still great. The drawl is excellent, no complaints there. The burn has been quite significant and great. That burn would really be something to write home about. At this time, if you humor me, I would like to thank our sponsor, 58ring.com. Go there, find your love, find what you want in life. And you can click the link in the description box below and you will get a discount, and it helps the channel out. So, we are thanking you from Comedy Cigars and Music. I also want to give a big shout out, hey, to Mr. Aaron Hanseman. He sent this cigar in for review and I am very appreciative of that. Alright, we are rounding off the second third here. Not quite to the rounding off, I guess, but we are well into the second third. You can trust me on this, okay? I am telling you the truth. So, when you pour that smoke in, tons and tons of creaminess. This cigar is very creamy, very enjoyable from that aspect, very enjoyable. Again in the second third, the flavors have kind of drifted in and out, but I'm still enjoying it because that creaminess is always there. The drawl is excellent and the smoke output is magnificent. I like that word, okay? Flavor wise, you're getting cedar, toastiness and some raisin. Now that raisin is still a little subtle, and it is really, once you have it in the smoke in your mouth and you're blowing it out, you really get a sense of that raisin in there, okay? On the Retrohale, there is a very subtle butter and leather, and that Retrohale, for all of the smoke and everything that's going into this cigar, that Retrohale is still very smooth, very enjoyable Retrohale. On the finish, it is very creamy in the finish, and you are getting leather, and then as that leather kind of dissipates, okay? You're getting just a subtle hint of that raisin, that nice sweet raisin in there. Really good. Now, I just took a pull there and I got just the slightest hint of chocolate. That was nice, very enjoyable. Now I would say this cigar is not aggressive, okay? Which reminds me actually, I was driving on the interstate the other day, and a very aggressive driver, you know how if you're driving in the fast lane and there is a semi beside you, you cannot get over. Even if the man behind you wants to go like speed racer, go. You are having to stay there because you will either go off the road to go to one way so this man can get through, or you're going to the semi and face sudden death. Okay, so I decided not to do either of those. I drove like a normal person, making good decisions of sound judgment. Anyway, this speed racer came driving up behind me, and he was going at such a high rate of speed, driving very aggressively, okay? I really thought to myself, oh dear, he is going to drive directly into my rectum. I am actually not due for a colonoscopy for quite some time. Luckily for me, and as you might guess, he did not make it all the way there. He slowed down, so I am thanking my lucky stars. Alright, we are finishing off the cigar here. And I would tell you, it is kind of the same story as the first and second, third. The flavors are kind of going in and out on me. But flavor-wise, earth, toastiness, and a little bit of that raisin is still there. The smoke is very creamy. And here within the last couple draws or so, cinnamon is also coming in. It is saying to me, hello sir, I'm sorry we are showing up late, but we are here. I am wanting you to know this. On the Retrohale, I am getting earth, and it is still a very smooth Retrohale, still a very enjoyable Retrohale. And then on the finish, I am getting leather. There is a little bit of that raisin present once that leather kind of goes away, and it is still very creamy on the finish, very creamy. The drawl and the smoke output have been excellent. And I did have one time where I thought I was going to have to touch up the burn, but I did the smoke roll, trademark, and it fixed itself. So no problem with the burn. I have never had to touch my lighter again from the time I lit it, okay? Rating this cigar on a scale of 4, I would give this cigar a 2.5. It has been a very good date, but I am not quite sure if I am wanting to ask it to prom. And you might be saying to yourself, hey, you are not showing a whole lot of ash on that cigar. Well, there is a reason for that. The ash has actually been very good, and it is held on so long at times that it is fooling me. Okay, and so when I go to take a draw, the ash is falling off onto the table. When it comes to the ash on this cigar, I have been a very slow learner, kind of like the people I deal with on a day-to-day basis at my day job. Smoke time for this cigar came out to 1 hour and 40 minutes. As always, thank you for joining us. If you are liking this review, have liked other videos, other reviews, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to leave all your questions and comments below. We will get to them at an appropriate time. Again, thank you to Mr. Aaron Hansenman for sending in this cigar for review. Until next time, please be cool to each other. When you are driving on the road, if you are trying to get somewhere fast, please do not give the driver in front of you a colonoscopy with the front of your car. We will see you soon.